Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Kick-Ass Vidcast. I am Oren, and on this episode, we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw. Now, I was very impressed with SummerSlam. SummerSlam was a lot of fun. I gave it an 8 out of 10, and I was super excited about Raw and to see what was going to happen. So we got into Raw, and I gotta say, it was a good show. It was a lot better than the other Raws previous. The other Raws were horrendously bad. Theoretically, and storyline wise was really bad. But this Raw was actually pretty good. We started off with Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. Now, the thing about Bianca Belair for me, um, she has massive potential. Like she's really good. I'm glad that Triple H is there to help her sharpen the edges around those rough edges, because her promo skills are pretty good and her athleticism is actually pretty good too. It's just there's something there that's holding her back a little bit. I can't really put my finger on it, but Triple H will definitely work that out with her. And Becky Lynch has been injured. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. Becky Lynch finally becomes the face that we want to have, and out for a couple of months. She has her shoulder is basically detached, so she's gonna be out for a couple of months. But in the end, it's gonna make it all that much sweeter. So I'm pretty sure in a couple of months she's gonna come back and join the fray with Bianca against the Control. That's what they're called now. Control Bailey, Io Sarai. Well, actually now she's Io Sky. I guess it's because it's better to speak, So, Io Sky and Dakota Kai, and these guys, these ladies, did a great job. I'll talk about that match later on this show, but yeah, the beginning was pretty good, and then we had the triple threat match. Now the triple threat match was pretty good. I liked AJ and Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali is great athleticism, aerial moves, so good. I love the ending too. And Miz, I I like the Miz. I think he's a very good heel. Or the work that he's doing right now, it's I am enjoying it. I mean, it's a lot of people. I've been seeing a lot of comments and stuff. They're like, "Oh, get the Miz out of here!" Like he's he's a WWE company man and shit. But I mean, in realistically speaking, right? He's doing a great job. I love that he wrapped up his ribs from the show because of the show in SummerSlam. So that was pretty cool how they did that continuation, and the wrestling was great. It wasn't as impactful, but it did the job done. So in that match, they did great spots, especially at the end where Mustafa Ali does a move to the Miz, and then he does the 450, I think, a 450 splash, and then right at the moment he lands, AJ just gets him and does a Styles Clash. So that was pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, AJ advances to the final match and later in the night, and then we have the Street Profits coming out. Seth Rollins and Montez Ford fights Seth Rollins in a singles competition, and I actually enjoyed this. This was fun. Seth Rollins, always kills it, and Montez Ford. Wow, man, wow. I mean, he has major potential to be a singles competitor. Like really really good. Unfortunately, he lost. So they're building him up. They're building him up to I don't know if they're gonna break up the Street Profits or keep them together and then just have Montez Ford do his own thing. But a massive potential Montez Ford. That match was a lot of fun. and then we kept going, and then we had the match. I'm just doing what the main things of what I saw, what interested me was Bianca versus Io Sky. That match, that match wasn't bad either. Is For me, it was a bit rough. I noticed that Bianca Belair, she calls a lot of spots, and I saw that in some of the match. So she has to figure out how to call spots without knowing, not like John Cena. John Cena, Shinsuke now, Shinsuke now, super loud, but it wasn't as loud as John Cena. It wasn't that obvious, but I was really paying attention. And Bianca needs to, just like I said, rough around the edges, but massive potential. So she just needs to, figure out how to call the spots without us knowing. And but the match was great. The ending, I loved the ending. Nobody, it was just total chaos. Like during that match, Bianca and Io Sky were fighting. Um, Dakota Kai and Bailey came down to the ring to try and support their fellow teammate. And then at the same time, we had Asuka, right? Asuka and Alexa Bliss coming down to the ring to support Bianca. Because before this match, it was Asuka versus Alexa Bliss, and it was just a filler match. It seemed, I will give it this. The women's matches seem more athletic, more technical in their wrestling, and I really dig that. So it was a filler match with Control coming down to the ring and messing everything up, trying to make a statement, and Bianca came and helped out Asuka and Alexa, hence why they were in the other match with Bianca versus Io Sky. So in the match with Bianca and Io Sky, it was functional, it was good, and then at the end, my favorite part was the end when both of the groups just went in the ring and started beating the shit out of each other. It was good fun. I really enjoyed that. And then and another thing when it comes to that fight, it woke the crowd up. I found that really, really cool. The crowd in Houston was dead. I mean, it was a terrible crowd. I mean, the triple threat match and the Montez Ford match, and even the other triple threat match that I'm gonna get into, it's just they were like, ah, and then they all stopped, and it was just quiet. That Houston, wake the fuck up, dude. So, but the Bianca Belair match was pretty fun, and at the end when they were all fighting around, the crowd actually woke up and was like, "Let them fight! Let them fight!" And they tried to separate them, and there was a whole bunch of boos, and it was good. That match was fun. And then we had the other triple threat match, which was Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler. This other dude, man, he reminds me of Kurt Angle. He has massive potential too. Technical wrestler there, man. And my man, Tommaso Ciampa, okay? He's known as Ciampa on Raw for some reason. I don't care. I know him as Tommaso Ciampa. I saw him in an NXT, and wow, that was a great match too. I thought it was gonna be another, filler, like, oh, okay, it's pretty good. Okay, I'm watching, but it was really awesome. Tommaso Ciampa like killed it. He did so many things that a heel would actually do, and it was great. He showed it. He did his knee, and he hit the knee, and he hit his own finisher, and then he advanced. And then the match was AJ Styles versus Tommaso Ciampa for a shot at the United States Championship, and that match was great. And I love Tommaso Ciampa. That man He's great on the mic. He's great in the ring, and he has massive potential to be WWE champion. I'm super excited where they're going to take Tommaso Ciampa, and I like him with The Miz. I mean, him and The Miz actually complement each other. A lot of people are saying that, oh, Tommaso Ciampa's the shit. Get rid of The Miz and just have Tommaso Ciampa be that the heel that he was in NXT. And for me, I don't want that. I want him to evolve into something. This isn't NXT, This is Monday Night Raw, Attitude Era 2.0 with Paul Levesque, Triple H being head of creative, and Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan running things. So let's not go backwards. Let's go forwards. Let's evolve Tommaso Ciampa into something else, something better. And yeah, and he won. He actually won. I was actually surprised. So, and it was a great match. I loved it when Miz was backing him up. There was a moment in the match where they went outside, and before that, the AJ had Tommaso 1, 2, 3. He was gonna pin him, and then the Miz just the Miz. He was close to the rope, so the Miz put his foot on the rope, so it let him. The referee was like, "Hey, yo, no counting." So, and then AJ saw it, and he was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" So he went down there and he beat the shit out of the Miz, and he knocked him over the timekeeper area that bar or whatever, the thing to keep him there, and he fell over, and then Tommaso went down and threw AJ over there as well, and then Tommaso Ciampa was like, "Oh, I got an idea. I don't need to pin him. I just need to, I can win by count out." So he just ran in the ring and he said, "Ref, count, count." Perfect. Like, I loved it. It was great heel stuff. And then the ref started counting 1, 2, 3, and AJ got up, and as he was trying to jump over the barricade, that's what it was, the timekeeper's barricade, the Miz was holding his foot down, so the count of 9, well, the count of 10 could be, so Tommaso can win by count out. But that was pretty great too. The Miz, dude, give the Miz some credit. He did a great job. So, but he made it right in the count of 9. Tommaso Ciampa got him with the knee, and then his fairy tale ending, and Tommaso Ciampa advances and is going to fight Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship. Now, I have a theory about Tommaso Ciampa. I don't think he's going to win the WWE US title. I don't think he's going to win it. I think he's going to lose. Not because he's not good enough but because AJ Styles will interfere in the next match with that. I'm pretty sure he's going to start... he's going to interfere. Bobby will prevail, and then it's Tommaso and AJ. They're going to start their feud. They're going to start their storyline, and it'll advance hopefully to Clash at the Castle. And it's going to be one hell of a fun time. I enjoyed that. And then the last match was the Usos. The Usos versus the Mysterios, and it was a fun match. It was good. Nothing extravagant, nothing like, oh, wow, but it was fun. And then Judgment Day came out. Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor. Rhea Ripley, man, she's standing out, man. Like, she's amazing. She's so good as a bad guy. I mean, with the dark hair and everything, and then it really does look like she's leading the Judgment Day. So they were ranking on poor Mysterio and poor Dominic, and then Edge comes out. So Edge comes out, and he tries to save the Mysterios, and he starts beating up on Judgment Day. And then there's a moment where Edge is gonna spear. He's gonna spear. I think Finn Balor. And then the moment when he starts to spear, Rhea Ripley pushes Dominic, and he gets speared instead. So that was a bit of a blunder. I just started laughing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dominic. It was so funny. And Edge has this face of like, what? And then he finds Finn and he starts running after him. And then Rhea's just laughing evilly, like on the side. So it was, I liked that moment. That moment was fun. And that's how the night ended. But it was good Raw. I wasn't bored. I wasn't switching the channel. It was actually a good Raw. I usually on SummerSlam I gave it an 8 out of 10. For Raw, I think I'd give it a 7.5. A 7.5 out of 10 for Raw. I heard SmackDown is hopefully they're gonna try and fix that because I heard SmackDown is in disarray. It's a mess. But yeah, what did you guys think of Monday Night Raw? Did you guys? What do you guys give it as a score? Let me know in the comment section, and please like and subscribe, and more sure to come. All right, take it easy. Peace.